Let's get to why you're here, Senator Barrasso, because you, unlike some other members of your party, are working to actually try and deal with healthcare.gov and maybe even make it better. Tell us about it.
We have a bill that basically tries to protect Americans' security as well as identity. You know, we know that the easiest, fastest way for criminals to work right now is with the internet. We saw it with, Target right before Christmas. All of these different information has been lost. 70 million people are affected, and yet the health care law says nothing about internet security. We know the website has been a debacle. It's been a kind of a hacker's dream, and we just need to make sure that if information is breached, that the American people know about it, and they know about it quickly so they can check their bank accounts, check their health information to make sure that they're not subjected to identity theft.
What have you heard from the White House about this? Do they want your help, and do they like this bill?
Well, it's interesting. The House passed this bill on Friday. 67 Democrats voted in favor of it. Big bipartisan support, and yet the president says he's opposed to it. And it just seems he's so dug in on this health care law that he always says if Republicans have good ideas, bring them forward. This is a bipartisan supported idea, and I would now ask Harry Reid to stand up and let us have a vote on this in the Senate.
So do you have Democratic co-sponsors in the Senate?
Not yet. We just introduced it on Thursday. We'll find some. Clearly, there are Democrats who have great concerns about the health care law, things that we're finding all of these folks that have had insurance, don't have it now. To do health care reform, which was needed, you shouldn't have to have hurt people that already have insurance in order to help people that don't have insurance.
Sure, and on the face of it, what you say sounds so reasonable, but there were 100-plus Democrats in the House who voted against it. So what was their problem with it?
Well, the president asked them to not vote for it, but what we're seeing is a cascading number of Democrats in so many different proposals. More and more Democrats are jumping on board with Republicans. You saw it with trying to delay the individual mandate. You saw it with the bill that the Republicans brought forward that says should people be able to keep what they had, making the president's promise a true fact. You had more Democrats, into the 30s of Democrats voted for this, and now 67 Democrats have abandoned the president even when he asked them to not vote for it.
Yeah, I was skeptical of your bill, Senator, actually of the House version when I first saw it. But then I stepped back and I started looking at all the breaches consumer-wise. Target took out a full-page ad in the New York Times about this at the state level. The South Carolina debacle a couple years ago, Texas, where Social Security numbers are being hacked. And I think that maybe this is a stepping stone to a bigger, uniform, regularized framework for protecting us, because right now we have a patchwork quilt of protection for identity theft at the technical level, at the technological level. So the states have a hodgepodge of pieces of legislation. Federally, you have some stuff with HIPAA that requires healthcare protections. The FTC oversees consumer, but there's nothing that says we're going to protect Americans with regards to their online information. So maybe this is a new step. Would you say that?
Well, and I think the Washington Post had an editorial a couple days ago that agrees exactly with what you're saying. This is just one step to deal with the whole issue of identity theft. But the government has been woefully behind the times in getting this done. And when you take a look at Target, I mean, people go shop there voluntarily. People by law are mandated to buy government-approved health insurance through the website or other locations. So if the government's saying you have to go here and buy, then you really ought to have some protections.
All right. We want to hear more about it. Senator John Barrasso, keep us posted. Vicki, thank you as well.